Hi everyone, this is Harshvardhan and you're watching on the Web YouTube channel, and today we are going to learn how applications are created, what are URLs and views, and how views are mapped to URLs in Django. So let's get started. And if you have not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. So we will start by understanding the concept of application and the project. Remember, when you have to start a project, you have used command called start project. So this project will provide you a basic template to proceed. That means you will have the basic configuration to start a project. Now, what are applications? Applications are the files that are present inside a project. You can assume this project as a big box, and in that box we have various applications. For example, in an e-commerce website, take an example of Amazon. So in Amazon you have account section. So in your project, accounts will be a application. Then you have a application for managing all the wish list you have. Again, you have an application for all the items in your cart. So these are various applications are required to execute to run the Amazon website, right? Awesome. Now I will show you how to create an application in Django. So we will say Python manage.py. Remember, this Python manage.py is very important. Any command in Django you want to execute, you have to use this because this manage.py file is a wrapper around Django admin. So at first you will write Python manage.py and then the command that you want to execute. For example, start project, or here we want to start an application. So we will say start app. And once you have written the command, you have to provide the name of the application. So we will say my app, press enter. So right here in the project directory, you will find we have a folder called my app, or an application called my app. In this my app file, we have a migrations folder. We'll talk about it. What are migrations? Models, we will learn what are models, admin file, app file, test file, and views file. So this is all about the application, how to create an application. Now we want to interact with URLs and views. So what are these URLs and views? Let me start the server and tell you. So I will say Python manage.py run server. I'll just copy this link, and this is the Django homepage. That means once you start the project, you will get this interface. So I want to say this link will be the home page for my project. For example, once you go to the Amazon, you just write amazon.com and that will be the home page for that. So like here, I want this should be the home page, and rather than this interface, I need something like, hi, this is home page. So what we will do, we will go back right here, and in the project directory, you have urls.py file. In this urls.py file, you will say path, and you will just provide the quotes. That means empty quotes. You don't have to write anything. That means you are referring to this link. So if you write anything else, that means, for example, I will say /admin, then it will take me to the admin page. So we want everything to be on this page. That's why we will provide nothing between these quotes. And now we will say views.home page. Now from where we will get these views? We will say from my app dot views import home page. Okay, so what we are saying, we have to go to the my app. We have a views.py file. We will open that, and in here we will say a function. We are going to define a function. We will say home page, and this home page will take an argument or parameter called request. and in this we will say return HTTP response, and this HTTP response should be imported. So we'll say from Django.http import HTTP response, and in this HTTP response I will just define a HTML. So I'll say HTML is equals to, and inside quotes I will say h1. This is home page /h1, and I will just pass HTML as argument for HTTP response. Save this file, and right here again save this file, and you will say it will be reloading, and it says name error, views is not defined. Why? Because we are doing wrong thing. We just have to import views, so we will say views. Now it will be all good, and okay, awesome. I'll just copy. Okay, it was already running right here. Now I will refresh this one, and you can see here we got this is home page. So let me recap what we have done. I'll just close this. Right. At first, we have started an application with start app command. Then we have urls.py file present in the project directory. Here we have defined a path, that means the home page. We haven't provided anything inside the quotes, and we have directed it to views.homepage. Now, where is this views.py file? So this views.py file will be present inside your application file. So right here in the application.py file, you will define a function homepage, and in that we have a parameter called request, and we have defined a HTML variable which will just have a HTML. If you don't want to do this, you can just Control X, remove this, and instead of passing HTML, you can write like this. Everything will be correct. So we have just provided a HTTP response saying this is home page, and if you again go back right here and just refresh this file, you will say this is a home page. So I hope you can understand how Django works. So once you request the server, that means once you have navigated to this particular link, the Django will search for this link in the urls.py file. It will find this link, then it will say where is the view for this particular link. It will say it's in my app. It will go to the my app, and in that my app we have views.py file. Inside that views.py file, it will find for the home page. It will find home page, and it will return this HTTP response. Right? Awesome. But this won't be easy to write a long HTML page inside a variable. So we need a HTML file to do this. What we will do, we will just collapse this one. Inside the project directory, you will create a new folder called templates. And you will go to the settings.py file, and in this settings.py file, here in the templates variable, dir's key, you will just say base dir / and then templates. Now you may be thinking why I have written like this. So right here, if you go at the top at line number 15, you will find build path inside the project like this, base dir / subdir. So base dir represents the directory of your project, and in that project directory we have a file called templates folder. So this is a template folder present in the base directory. So that's why I have written base dir / templates. Save this settings.py file, and you can also stop the running server, close the terminal, and close this settings.py file. Now in the templates file, you will just create a new file called homepage.html, and in this homepage.html I will just say home page, and here I will say h1. This is home page from templates folder. Okay, or we can also say this is homepage and homepage.html, right? Save this and now get back to views.py file where we have defined our homepage. Remove this statement HTTP response. So here we want to render something, right? Here we want to render the HTML file homepage.html to the browser. So what we will use? We will use something called render. So for this we will use this render function. We will say render, and in this we will at first pass request because we have to render the request. Now which template have to be rendered? We will say homepage.html. So here we have defined homepage.html that is present directly inside the templates file. That's why we have provided homepage.html, and we will save this one. Again, get back to the terminal and run the server. Now here I will just refresh and you can see that we got this is homepage-homepage.html. But now this will be messy when you have a lot of HTML files. So you want to keep the templates inside the name of your application. So what you can do, you can just say a new folder, and inside the new folder you will say my app. That means the name of the application, and you will put this homepage inside the my app file. So now our homepage.html is present inside templates. Then we have a application name my app, then homepage.html. And again in the views, if you run this, that means if I refresh this one, you will say template does not exist, because Django is trying to find homepage.html present directly inside templates folder. But here we have changed the location of homepage.html to my app/homepage.html. That's why in the views.py file you have to specify that. So we'll say my app/homepage.html, and now I will refresh this one, and again we got this is homepage and homepage.html. So that's all about today's lecture. See you in the next one.